Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or right in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is happening around our club, Chelsea Football Club. On a day like this, Tuesday, yes, the second day of our training. Yesterday, we know the players, they resumed full training, and before I continue, I want to watch the pictures that came out late last night from the training ground. Just watch those pictures that came out. I think few of them, I didn't bring all, I didn't get all. Few of them. Yes. The players that came for training yesterday, I couldn't download all of them. But these are some of the players that were at Cobham yesterday that started their training session with the coach Enzo Maresca. Yes, one or two are still not included. We understand Nicholas Jackson has been given an extended days off, so he'll be back in the squad within the week. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, Romeo Lavia was also not spotted in this setup. Yes, Romeo Lavia was not spotted in this setup. I think, did I say Stavao? I'm not too sure. I think there are three players that I remember vividly that were not part of it. Lavia, Nicola Jackson, and one other. I'm not too sure if it's a Stavao. Anyway, those are the pictures that came out yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, West Fofana is back on a pitch training. Wesley Fofana is equally back, and as you can see him right there also. He's also back in training as we speak. Chelsea have actually omitted 9 players. 9 players from the club's website. The list of players Chelsea have right now. Chelsea have omitted 9 players. Quickly, let me go over their names. Raheem Sterling has been omitted. Ben Chilwell omitted. Renato Viega omitted. Armando Broa omitted. Leslie Ogochukwu omitted. Axel Disasi omitted. Datro Fofana omitted. Kanechukwu Emeka omitted. Alpha Gilchrist. And ladies and gentlemen, like we all heard, yes, there are some players that are already about to move out, that we know they've gotten a club. Like Kanechukwu Emeka to Dortmund is about to happen. Yes, Chelsea has reduced the asking price for Dortmund to be able to sign Kanechukwu Emeka. So he is about to go. Leslie Ogochukwu is already gone to Burnley, right? Burnley, yes, to Burnley. We understand Axel Disasi is equally going. And in fact, I think I will have to get you the full list. But we understand Kenyan Dewsbury Hall is to undergo medicals today, Tuesday. Kenyan Dewsbury Hall is to undergo medicals today, Tuesday. Yes, he's on the way to Everton on Tuesday. Yeah, Kenyan Dewsbury Hall to Everton on Tuesday. £25 million plus 4 million in add-ons exclusively. That is about £29 million. I don't think we made any losses there. I think we bought him 30 million, right? Yeah, and he stayed with us a season. At least he paid his dues. Oh yes, I think he even scored a goal for us in one of their games. Dewsbury Hall. Yeah. So it's not a big deal. I don't see it as a loss. I don't see Kenyan Dewsbury Hall going as a loss. The player, we understand, is not willing to go. He had to take the club to convince him to go and sign for Everton. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have discussed a lower initial fee for Kanechukwu Emeka, like I said earlier on, with a lot of potential bonuses due to concerns from Dortmund over Kanechukwu Emeka's injury record or injury history. So Chelsea has no choice. Dortmund brought it up that the player, why we want him on loan again with an obligation to buy, is because the player has injury history. We don't want to take that risk. And Chelsea decided, okay, in that case, then let's drop the price for you guys to sign, because we don't want a player to continue to be going and be coming. We want to clear him off our books. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So like I said to you guys, yeah, I think players, Jackson, Lavia, Esteva. Hato, yes, Hato was not part of the squad at training yesterday. But I think Esteva was spotted. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, Raheem Sterling, we are expecting him to go. We expect Raheem Sterling to go. And even Jackson, as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, this is your breakfast. Let me just break it down for you. Jackson, Chelsea are only open the door. Should there be any good offer? Should there be a good offer coming in? Chelsea are willing to let him go. That is what is happening right now. They have not pointed at, because the coach wants him to stay. So Chelsea says, okay, if there's a good offer, then only. Right now as we speak, Aston Villa has shown interest in him. Manchester United have shown interest, but they are still looking at Sesko. Manchester United are still looking at Sesko. And hey, I'll get to that pretty soon. So ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. Chelsea always had the exit plans as their priority after signing Joao Pedro. After signing Joao Pedro, their next plan was to make sure as much as players they can let go of their books should be done before buying more. But they went to the extent of, instead of waiting, I don't know whether it's a little bit of panic, realizing that Gerard Hacho's amount is quite low. Yes, Gerard Hacho for Chelsea to get him 43 million euro. It is a bargain, real bargain. So Chelsea rushed in to get that done. But right now, one of the reasons why Xavi Simon's deal delayed is because Chelsea want to get most of the players on their books cleared. Amando Broha, Joao Felix is already gone. Ugochukwu and Dewsbury Hall, Gueye on loan, and more to follow as soon as possible. Then only Chelsea could seal the deal for Xavi Simon. Hopefully this week, because the rate at which Chelsea are selling players, it's even surprising many. In the Premier League, you don't see clubs selling players like this. So far, if you want to check it clearly, Amando Broha is already gone. Joao Felix, Ugochukwu, Dewsbury Hall, Gueye on loan. And it's like, between now and tomorrow, Dewsbury Hall, Kanichukwu Emeka, these are all players that are leaving this week. It is unprecedented. It is unprecedented, and that is your club. Ladies and gentlemen, if Dewsbury Hall, Amando Broha, and Ugochukwu all go through this week, Chelsea will be able to say they have banked in well over £200 million in sales this season alone. They won't have to balance the books as of now in order to buy, but they just want to clear players from their books. Yeah. To be honest with you, I am expecting Chelsea to make sales in excess of £300 million before the transfer window ends. That is my personal assessment. I'm expecting, Chelsea to make sales in excess of £300 million by the end of the transfer window. Latest information on transfers is what I just brought to you. Now, let's go this way. As we speak, Newcastle have sent official bid to RB Leipzig for Benjamin Sesko, worth 90 million euros. 90 million euros package. 80 million cash down, plus 10 million euro in add-ons on the table for Benjamin Sesko. Now, the question I'm asking right now is, if Benjamin Sesko is costing 90 million euro, how much will my Jackson cost? Manchester United confirmed again that RB Leipzig, they've confirmed again to RB Leipzig that they will bid if Sesko picks them. Now, Sesko is torn between Newcastle and Manchester United. But United have not yet placed an offer. They only told the club, if the player chooses them, then they will bid for him. But right now, the player has not chosen any one of them. Newcastle are trying to get the deal done with the club, or trying to make sure they succeed in convincing the club, RB Leipzig, to accept their offer. This is their second offer actually. That is why it is now increased to 90. Then only they'll start talking or negotiating with the player. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand the point. They don't want any embarrassment anymore. It is what it is. But you ask yourselves, Isaac is back in the UK. Yeah, Isak is back and he's expected to start training with the squad. I don't know how they're going to be able to integrate him into the squad, or Newcastle still has a plan of calling on Liverpool to come in for their man. We are not sure on that, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said to you earlier on, Leslie Ugochukwu authorized for medicals at Burnley after permanent deal agreed with Chelsea. Yes, so with Leslie Ugochukwu to Burnley, it is here we go. Yesterday it was done. Amando Broa and Ugochukwu signed on permanent deal for Burnley. Contract to be signed and sealed this week. They've gone through the process and it is here we go. Amando Broha and Ugochukwu going to Burnley. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said to you yesterday, one player that I never expected to get a club to sign permanent is Amando Broha. But you see, enemies are not God. Enemies are not God. Quickly, let me run up here. It's your breakfast. Chelsea are advancing on personal side with Alejandro Garnacho. Chelsea are advancing on personal terms with Alejandro Garnacho. You should be expecting this. Why? We are making sales. The fact that Dewsbury Hall is gone, and it's not that it's going. Dewsbury Hall is gone. Kane Chukwuemeka is gone. Listen, who else? Dewsbury Hall is a first-team player, yeah. Ugochukwu is gone. Expect Chelsea to even go more in the transfer window. So, for me, Xavi Simon coming in, he's coming in as a left winger. No, as a backup for, how do you call it, sorry, for Palmer, number 10, right? Kenyan Dewsbury Hall used to be the backup for Cole Palmer, number 10 role. That is where he normally plays mostly. Until recently, the Club World Cup, the coach shifted him to the wing. Yes, go back and check our games. He used to play from behind the striker in the pocket until it was only the World Cup. And even there, I don't see him comfortable there. He was not very comfortable there. The coach tried to use him there. If he was very good on that right wing, we wouldn't be selling him. We want player that can play multiple positions. And Kenyan Dewsbury Hall is good as 10. He drives the ball from the middle of the park. The fact that he's going, that is a confirmation that Xavi Simon is coming in and Garnacho is coming in. It is what it is. There is no doubt about it. As things stands right now, unless, the only thing that can stop Xavi Simon coming to Chelsea right now is the player himself. And the player has already made up his mind. And I can say boldly that if Simon's deal did not go through, Chelsea will shift their attention immediately towards Rodrigo. No, bookmark it. Just bookmark it. Any further delay in Xavi Simon's deal this week, Chelsea's attention will shift towards Rodrigo from Real Madrid. Bookmark it. There's a hint, but I don't have a confirmation yet. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your breakfast. Let me just end it here. I'll be back with more exclusives. Remember, we are in the transfer window, and here we analyze all that is happening in the transfer front. And look, when I come back, more exclusives. I'll see you guys all in the next one. When you see me, shalom and peace.